Hello everyone, I'm the airplane expert Hideki. Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to review a diecast model. It is a 172 Dassault Mirage F1C Admirail EC1/12 Cambresis NATO Tiger Meet 1979 from Falcon models. The Dassault Mirage F1 is a French fighter and attack aircraft designed and manufactured by Dassault Aviation. It was developed as a successor to the popular Mirage III family. In 1963, the French Air Force formulated as following requirements for the next major fighter. Aircraft that can stably perform high-altitude, supersonic flight and low-altitude, low-speed flight in all weather, and can freely perform operations that require both of these flight performance. Running speeds below 440 knots, 260 km per hour, can be operated from short-distance runways or capability unpaved areas. Although Dassault had developed innovative aircraft, such as the variable wing aircraft Mirage G and the vertical takeoff and landing aircraft Mirage III V, there was a risk that it would take time to develop various new technologies and that price would rise. For this reason, Dassault was also developing a single-engine fighter with a more conservative design concept with its own flaws. Therefore, as an alternative, this machine was developed as a solid and inexpensive aircraft. During late 1966, the Mirage F1 program was officially adopted by the French Air Force. On the 23rd of December 1966, the first prototype conducted its maiden flight. During its fourth flight, the prototype was recorded as having attained a top speed in excess of Mach 2. But on 18 May 1967, the first prototype was lost in an accident which killed test pilot. By late 1971, the construction of an initial batch of 85 production standard Mirage F1 has been authorized. This fighter, which should have been an insurance, became the main force of the French Air Force from the 1970s to the 1980s, albeit in a somewhat unwilling manner. During May 1973, the first deliveries to the French Air Force entered Squadron service, with EC-230 Normandy Niemen in December of that year. The Mirage F1 used a shoulder-mounted swept wing, instead of the delta wings of the Mirage III, which resulted in a more than 50% reduction in required runway length and increased internal fuel tankage for 40% greater combat range. The approach speed prior to landing is 25% less than the preceding Mirage III. The Mirage F1 was a similar size to the delta-winged Mirage III and Mirage V, and was powered by the same Snecma 8 engine as had been used on the larger Dassault Mirage IV. Although it has a smaller wingspan than the Mirage III, the Mirage F1, nevertheless, proved to be superior to its predecessor, carrying more fuel while possessing a short takeoff, run, and superior maneuverability. As of 2020, this is the only Mach 2 class supersonic practical mass-produced aircraft from Dassault that has adopted the normal horizontal stabilizer and is described as the Maverick of the Mirage series. The Mirage F1 ended operation in France on June 13, 2014, and made its final flight at the military parade held at the Bastille Day on July 14th, but it is still in active operation overseas. This model is a 1979 Tiger Meet special paint and was held in Cambresis, France. EC-112 Squadron, which operates this Mirage F1, was the squadron deployed at the base that hosted the exercise. The Tiger Meet is a joint exercise held by the NATO Tiger Association. The NATO Tiger Association is an informal organization with the North Atlantic The NATO Tiger Association is an informal organization within the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, NATO, founded in 1961 by French Defense Minister Pierre Mesmer. Its role is to promote solidarity with the Air Force of NATO member states. A joint exercise Tiger Meet is held once a year with the participating units. It is an opportunity to share ideas and experience among the participating units and deepen solidarity. And at the same time, it is also an aspect of NATO's public relations activities. It is customary for each unit to bring a specially painted aircraft with an elaborated design with a tiger motif. EC-112 Cambresis was created at BA-115 Mont-de-Marsan in May 1952. It was formed by joining two famous escadrilles, SPA-162 Le Tiger and SPA-89 Le Grep. They initially flew the MD-450 Ouragan and then moved to BA-103 Cambresis Air Base in July 1953. They were the first squadron in the French Air Force to fly the Armee-designed jet. The history of the SPA-162 Le Tiger, the head of the Tiger Squadron, dates back to January 1918, when it was formed on Newport 24 and 27 at Corfu. By January 1978, EC-112 had transitioned to Mirage F1C from the Super Missile B-2. They are founding member of the NATO Tiger Association and, along with the Belgian 31 Squadron, have hosted the most Tiger meets. But with the closure of BA-103 Cambresis in 2012, so came an end to the EC-112 as well. Today, we looked at 172 Dassault Mirage F1C NATO Tiger Meet 1979 from Falcon models. My airplane videos are available every Thursday. Hope to see you again soon. Subscribe. Break ready now!